Minister Goyal, the Trump administration is complaining bitterly about unfair trade practices. India's average tariff for large economies amongst the highest in the world. And they're also complaining about how in India regulation can change midway. And this happened, for example, in e-commerce, where Amazon and Flipkart were complaining about how you came out with new e-commerce policies, even if it's the draft, and it threw their plans out of whack, saying this is not the way American companies can function. This is a good opportunity with what's happening between China and the United States for India to capitalize on, but they need certainty and continuity in policy.
First of all, I didn't find any bitterness in what Secretary Ross said. I don't know where you found the bitter complaints about unfair trade practices.
They have been talking about...
I don't think so. There are certain issues on which we can have a difference of opinion. And I think it's good to have an engagement to discuss and sort out these issues. But to my mind, India has been one of the most benign countries in terms of opening up rapidly, inviting international participation into the country. There will always be certain political imperatives which every country will have to respect and every country will have to protect. And I think in that sense, there will be issues that we will continue to engage with. Everything cannot be sorted out in 1 or 2 or 4 meetings. Trade being a complex issue will have several dimensions, particularly on e-commerce, for example. After I became Minister of Commerce, I had extensive discussions with all the e-commerce companies, and they're publicly and collectively, and the 2 or 3 main American companies individually, confirmed to me that there has been absolutely no change in the December guidelines, which have been a so-called matter of concern in the press. There's been absolutely no change in India's stand as far as e-commerce is concerned. I'm happy to share with all of you here so that there's once and for all clarity on this issue. India is very clear, considering our domestic political compulsion, that having about 120 to 130 million people dependent on small retail, which is about 50 to 60 million small retail shops through the length and breadth of the country, providing employment and working opportunities to 120 odd million people, which means effectively addressing the lives of 1/3 or nearly half the population of the country. Now, this small retail is a very sensitive subject. My party, which is in government today, and most of India, is very clear that we cannot let small retail die, and therefore we have restricted foreign direct investment in the multi-brand retail sector at 49%. E-commerce is expected to be an agnostic platform. It's a platform to trade in, not a platform which provides opportunities to buyers and sellers in an agnostic fashion to work together. It is not expected to become a platform either for predatory pricing. It is not expected to become a platform to use muscle power of large capital at low values being available, which allows companies to source cheap, get economies of scale in sourcing, and maybe offer discounts which in some sense throw out small retail out of business. We are very clear about it. If the law had some loopholes which was sought to be clarified in the December circular, all the companies in e-commerce have confirmed that they have understood the spirit of the law. And I once again repeat, I've repeated it on more than one occasion, Secretary Ross, please don't go to super smart Alec chartered accountants, I'm a chartered accountant also, or lawyers, I did law but never practiced, who misguide you and help you stay within the letter of the law, but very often don't help you recognize the spirit of the law. I'm again and again trying to explain to everybody that the spirit of Indian law is protecting small retail. And I think every country in the world would like to protect employment, work and livelihoods of their people. And in that spirit, we welcome all companies, e-commerce companies to India to work as agnostic platform for people to trade in. Don't become the principal player directly or indirectly